for your Monday triple header. We are always glad to bring you your MPBL action. This week is special because we will also have our action this Thursday. So 5 game days na po tayo sa linggong ito. Kaya we welcome you to our coverage once more. Today we begin with Jolo Mendoza, Alvin Capobres, who recently got married, and the Rizal Golden Coolers. They're going to be going up against the toughest team in the South Division. Cedric Ablaza is back for Batangas. That team coming off of a big victory back in Bataan versus Bacoor. Batangas versus Rizal at 5 p.m. Later on, it's Pasig City versus Valenzuela. And then, in our main event, it's the battle of two homegrown teams. The Pampanga Giant Lanterns will try to defend their home court against the Bataan Risers. It is another beautiful day for Philippine basketball as we thank you for joining us. Next Gomez at your service alongside Coach Louie Gonzalez. Coach Louie, Rizal versus Batangas. If you're Rizal, going up against a tough team in the South, what do you have to do?
Again, entering this game, I think Coach Jonathan is let's test kung nasaan na ba tayo dito, okay? Especially playing against this itong malakas na Batangas Embassy team.
Well, again, this is actually a possible matchup in our South Division playoff. So, good test para kay na Coach Tantan Banal. But of course, for today, kasama rin natin ating courtside reporter na si Gianna Llanes. G, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon to you, Migs and Louie. It's great to be starting another week of the MPBL with you guys. And we always love being here at the Bren Z Guiao Convention Center dahil nga Kapampangans are huge basketball fans. Papalapit na rin ang playoffs, so we know that our teams are going to get more competitive. And in this venue, the turnout is always unpredictable. So I've got a lot of great stories for you guys today.
Thank you so much, Gianna. Good for you to mention that this is one of the most passionate crowds here in the MPBL, and I'm pretty sure they're very excited for their game later on versus Bataan even before our MPBL playoffs. Now, Coach, tingnan natin ang ating team standings, our South Division. We mentioned Batangas and Rizal. These two teams can possibly face in the playoffs.
Yeah, totoo yan. Kasi looking at the standings right now, yung mga teams na nasa inside the top 8 right now, you're looking at teams na pwede mong makatapat. At the same time, iniisip mo rin na kailangan malakas ka, okay, going to the postseason.
Batangas 14-1, 4 straight wins. But remember, their only loss in the season came in this very venue against the Giant Lanterns. Rizal on the other end, 10 wins and 5 losses. Big time bounce back victory for them in their previous outing. Pero Coach, pag-usapan muna natin itong Batangas City Embassy Chill. Wala sina Cedric Ablaza and Rudy Lingane in their previous outing. Nag-foul out pa sina Jexter Apinan and John Baloria, but they were able to hang tight with Bacoor. They won by 1 point.
Yeah, it was it's a wire-to-wire. Okay, actually, kinailangan pa ng another 5 minutes, okay, para ma-determine kung sino yung winner. Okay, itong game na to, we saw 21 lead changes at 19 times na naging dikit. Alam mo yon? And para sa akin, if I am Coach Cholo, I'll be happy for this win. It's just parang malaking motivation win to na even if may mga kulang sa mga players natin, still, they still managed to get that win against this strong Bacoor team.
Very hard-fought victory that was, and to lead the way because of the absence of their leaders, si Leve Hernandez, he was that hero for their team. Coach, 7 made 3-point shots for 25 points.
Yeah, you know naman si Levy, when he starts hot, okay, he's gonna end hot. Okay, and for today, we're looking big for Levy kasi alam mo naman maglalaro siya dito sa kanyang hometown na dito sa Pampanga.
Levy Hernandez, we always talk about him na he shoots differently, especially on his home court. In this season, ang kanyang home court ay Batangas. Good for you to mention, ito ang kanyang hometown. And he used to play for the Pampanga Giant Lanterns. That's why he surely is also getting a lot of love from the Kapampangans. Now let's talk about Rizal. In their previous game, it was against Valenzuela, a nail-biter as well. It was actually good for them that Patrick Abahog missed his last attempt from the 2-point range. Coach, we covered this.
Yeah,
what a game that was.
Yeah, we covered it. And it was the two shortest guy ng Rizal coming out big, okay, in the fourth quarter. Si Edgar Charcos tsaka si Kian Caballero. Talagang they made key plays, okay, in order to help their team get that victory dun sa Bacoor Strike Gym.
82-79, neck and neck that game was. And you mentioned Edgar Charcos. All of his production, it came in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and ang maganda doon sa production ni Edgar during that time was he was able to convert a turnover and he was able to convert it to Rizal points.
Right.
Diba? Ang dami niyang stops na nakuha doon sa fourth na yon, na nai-lay up niya, kay 3 points niya. So talagang malaking bagay siya nung game. And we hope na for today, malaking trabaho rin at malaking challenge naman para sa batang to.
That's right. All of those 14 points and 3 steals came in the fourth quarter, and that allowed this co-point guard na si Guiao Caballero to take the reign and win it for Rizal. Now let's turn you over to our arena announcer for our starting lineups.
Mayam Agat Panapon, it's great to be back here at the Bren Z Convention Center in San Fernando, Pampanga for the OKBet Manny Pacquiao's MPBL 4th season, presented by Extreme. It's the opening game of our Monday tripleheader between Batangas and Rizal. Let's meet the starters first for Batangas City Embassy Chill. Starting at point guard number 5, Joshua Gonzalez. Shooting guard number 9, John Ray Villanueva. At center number 24, Mark Cruz. Power forward number 12, Darwin Lonor. And at small forward number 22 from Mexico, Pampanga, Levi Hernandez. The head coach of Batangas is Cholo Villanueva. Assistant coaches J.R. Aquino, John Arenas, Warren Capitan, and Don Enrile. Team manager, Gene Alabanza. And now the starting lineup for the Rizal Golden Coolers Central Mall. Starting at small forward number 17, Alvin Capobres. Power forward number 14, Troy Malilin. At center number 15, Mark Benitez. Point guard number 21, Keanu Caballero. And at shooting guard number 1, Lawrence Victoria. The head coach of Rizal is Jonathan Banal. Assistant coaches Don Uro, Dexter Rosales, James Ongbin, Wylon Nibaden, and Dan Vasquez. Team manager is Ange Azores. Referees for this game, Alan Manzano, Jay Castroverde, Elizarde Macailo. Fourth man is Ramon Santiago Jr. This game is under the supervision and regulation of the Games and Amusements Board.
We bring you your triple header for your MPBL Monday, beginning with the Batangas City Embassy Chill going up against the Rizal Golden Coolers. By the way, you heard the voice of our arena announcer, Ken Pangilinan, who is celebrating his birthday. Happy birthday to you, bro. Batangas will be starting with Darwin Lenore, Joshua Gonzalez, Mark Cruz, John Ray Villanueva, and Levi Hernandez, who had 25 big points in their previous outing. And as for Rizal, they have Troy Malilin, Mark Benitez, Lawrence Victoria, Keanu Caballero, and the guy who recently got married, itong si Alvin Capobres.
Yes, nakita mo yung makes great with this, di ba? Yung depth ng team ni Coach Cholo Villanueva dito sa Batangas Embassy. Actually, ang starters niya today is his second group. Di ba? So usually ito yung nagro-rotate sa kanya eh.
Right.
Di ba? And I think the reason being is he wanted Levi Hernandez to start. And Levi Hernandez, I think, is comfortable with this group already. Now, with Rizal naman, ito yung talagang usual starters nila.
Great for you to mention the starting lineup para sa Batangas. Recently, they have been implementing this 5 a lot. A very tall lineup headed by a big point guard na si Joshua Gonzalez. And right on cue, you were talking about Levi Hernandez. It seems to be that he is very comfortable with this 5.
Exactly. Alam na nila. And I think throughout the season, this is what Coach Cholo is trying to build with this team. Again, group of people, okay, working together, okay, dual, trio, okay, 4 kayo. Again, kasi para mas maging malalim ka, grabe talaga yung depth eh. Di ba? Pero syempre, you have to, as much as you wanted, you want your team na overall pa rin.
Right.
Diba?
And that's how deep this Batangas squad is. They score their second basket courtesy of Darwin Menor. And to your point, as Caballero misses from 3, the usual players na matagal lang kasama ni Coach Cholo Villanueva, guys like Jexter Apinan, Cedric Ablaza, Jong Baloria, Rudy Lingane, they're all gonna come off the bench. They're not missing in this game. They're just there. Wait for them to come in. Right now, it's 5-2. They have the advantage. 8 on the shot clock. Oh, another beautiful feed. Gonzalez finding Mark Cruz.
Yeah, Kate. Itong last possession ng Batangas, you talk about efficiency. Di ba? Again, sa akin kasi, itong MPBL, yung format natin, as much as possible, alam mo, yeah, you're definitely in, okay, dun sa playoffs. Pero as we near the playoffs, kailangan patatag ng patatag talaga yung teams mo.
You have to peak at that time. The playoffs will begin by the end of October. Malapit na po yun. And we're also going to have our All-Star festivities by the start of that month as you get to look at that charge against John Ray Villanueva. Coach, I want to ask you this. Na-mention natin yung depth nitong Batangas, how comfortable this 5 is together. But their point guard is a very tall guard na si Joshua Gonzalez. How important is it for a team to have such a tall point guard like him?
Yeah, hindi lang yung luxury ni Coach Cholo na si Joshua kay point guard niya. Ang maganda, homegrown pa to ng Batangas Embassy. Diba? Kaya I used to work with Joshua nung nasa Lasal kami. Okay, both Lasal and Letran. And eto, what's good with this guy, alam mo talaga na his father is a former coach also. His father is a coach also. So nung nakita nung daddy niya yung height ni Joshua, saan ang advantage? Talagang bata pa lang to, sinanay na itong mag-point guard eh.
And it has been paying off for Batangas. Right now, good passing mula sa kanilang koponan, ending up with a 2-point layup para kay Levy Hernandez. Before that pass mula kay John Ray Villanueva, it came from Joshua Gonzalez. And now they have an early 7-point lead, 6 minutes and 38 in the first. Coach, let's talk about the numbers for Batangas and Rizal.
Yeah, this is one thing na sigurado ako pinag-aralan ni Coach Jonathan in order kay, again, if you want to be the best, okay, you need to beat the best. So, okay, Batangas Embassy, yeah, it's 78, pero okay, they're only allowing opponents to 66 na medyo, that's 10 plus points na higher dito sa binibigay ng Rizal. Rebounding, alam natin, okay, this second group, okay, we talk about, is bigger, assist, halos pareho lang. Okay, bench points, alam mo, kanina pa natin pinag-uusapan yung depth nitong Batangas Embassy Chill.
Right now, they're up 9-2, 3.5 minutes gone by in the opening quarter. Rizal looking for answers early in this game. Victoria will fire, no good. Rebound, Gonzalez.
Yeah, yung luxury ng Batangas right now, kasi this group of Coach Jonathan, ito yung grupo naman na magagaling mag-execute. Okay, now, sa tingin ko, it's a counter, it is a plan right now by Coach Cholo na, sige, ilalagay ko yung grupo ko dito na pwede namang mag-switch all.
And as you can see, that execution continues for Batangas. Gonzalez finding John Ray Villanueva, who makes a 3-point shot, and now they get a stop.
Yeah, don't look now. It's a 10-point lead now by this Pampanga. Imagine, because maganda dito sa limang to, they can play the normal basketball and they can invert things, di ba? Yung mga maliliit ang nasa loob.
It's crazy how you can observe their offensive execution. Ang daming pasa. They're really open or looking for the open guy. The other end, Victoria steps on the sideline. What seems to be happening here for Rizal on the other end?
Because medyo mahirap talaga kay natatakawan ka eh. Especially a team with this much height, with this almost the same height, almost the same build. yung Rizal ngayon, natatakawan sila if they gonna challenge ba yung the one in front of them. Yeah, definitely. Yung team, akala mo that plays forward but easily can defend a guard. Diba?
Right. Oo, switchable lahat.
Oo, switchable lahat kasi may foot speed lahat eh. May build lahat eh. Diba? And this is the second group na alam naman natin, this group is formed to defend and just execute.
Right now, unable to score was Batangas. The other end of the floor, Malinin could not make a basket but good follow by Lawrence Victoria.
Yeah, it could have been big for Malilin kasi alam mo naman kung kailangan siya ni Coach Jonathan na mag-step up na at maging consistent na doon sa mga games kasi sometimes it's there pero sometimes it's off.
Well, most of these players for Coach Tantan Banal as Darwin Lenore makes another basket inside. Karamihan, puro bata. In fact, this is one of the youngest teams, if not the youngest in the MPBL. They do have the youngest coach as Capobres makes a basket inside.
Yeah, not just in young players. They are also a young team. Diba? So, maganda lang to sabay-sabay. Pero again, this is a dangerous team. Okay, na pag itong team na to naging magkakasama pa for the next 1 or 2 years, nakakatakot na to.
Right now, it's Batangas that's looking a lot dangerous here in Pampanga. Another three-point shot from John Ray Villanueva. 17-6 our score. We're off to a red-hot start as Capobres could not answer back.
Yeah, I think Rizal needs to do better. You cannot give 17 points in the first 6 minutes ng laro. Diba? That's too high. Especially a team like Batangas na ang nag-first 5 yung usual second group nila.
Right. They're actually on pace to score 50 points in this quarter if you think about it. Now, Jolo Mendoza and Jordan Rios being called in by Coach Tantan Banal. The other end, Cedric Ablaza is also set to check in for Batangas after missing their previous game. There's a foul here in favor of Rizal as we bring you this epic move of the game in partnership with OKBet. On the way, Darwin Lenore looking like a guard there on the floor. 1-2 from the power forward, escaping the defense of J-Boy Gob.
Parang ang hirap ito with Rizal right now kasi hindi mo alam kung saan ka tinatamaan eh. Iba't ibang tao. Diba?
Pasok sina Cedric Ablaza, Jong Baloria, and MJ De La Virgen. A testament to the depth of the white shirts. Here's Jolo Mendoza. He will fire. In and out. Rebound Rios. Now Jordan Rios is the second oldest player in Rizal. He used to be one of the youngest players of that Rizal team.
Dito sa MPBL. Totoo yan. Oo, at malaking challenge yan para kay Rios. Diba?
Veterano agad, just under Mark Benitez in terms of age. As we take this time to listen to Gianna Llanes.
We're here to correct our mistakes. Yun ang sinabi ni Coach Cholo sa Embassy Chill before this game, reminiscing on their last time being at this venue, experiencing their first loss here. Pero kahit mas familiar na daw sila sa gym and environment, they cannot count Rizal out. Hindi daw advantage sa Batangas na mas veterano sila dahil naniniwala siya na well-coached team talaga ang Golden Coolers. In his words, whoever will win today is whoever competes better. However, Jeric Villanueva, JC Amboluto, and King Importante are all out due to injury. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much, Gianna, for that report. Very high stakes in this game. You mentioned possible playoff matchup, maybe in the second round. Still a long way to go. It's both a long way to go and a short way to go, Coach. Dahil isang buwan pa siya. Couple more games for our teams. But you can definitely feel the sense of urgency mula sa ating mga koponan.
Oo, talaga nakita mo. Actually, what I'm seeing right now, Migs, is grabe, Batangas, ang binibigay nila dito sa Rizal is just 3 points. Right now, Rizal is 0 out of 7 from the 3-point line. Right? Now, bakit 0 out of 7? Kasi ayun lang yung nakikita nilang best shot because dito sa depensa ng Batangas Chill eh.
And they're very tall players. Itong Batangas team as a traveling violation is called against Cedric Ablaza. Good for you to mention the 3-point shooting, the struggle for Rizal. On the other end for Batangas, they're shooting over 50% from the field.
And all came from execution. Diba? Kasi alam mo naman yung second group nila, talagang yung grupong yun, naka-base lang talaga sa execution. And ang scorer lang talaga doon is Levi Hernandez.
They already have 8 assists in this first quarter alone. Forward pass, Caballero finding Rios, a much needed basket for them.
Yeah, okay, that's very malapak, that's big for parang ayun lang yata yung unang madaling basket ay second to Troy Malilin sa layup. Kaya parang ayun yung parang regalo lang sa kanila ng Batangas Embassy.
19 to 8 hour score. Under 2 minutes remaining in the opening frame. This is the battle between the number 1 and number 6 seeded teams respectively in the South. De La Virgen will miss. Ablaza is there. There's a foul at the last second. J-Boy Gob ang matatawagan. Papasok dito si Edgar Charcos, who was that spark plug in the fourth quarter against Valenzuela in their previous outing. He scored 13 points, had 3 steals, all in that fourth frame.
Yeah, totoo yan. Itong 3-guard rotation ni Coach Tantan, talagang kahit sino dito, pwede talagang tumira ng 3 points. Again, the patience of that in that possession ng Batangas Embassy Chill.
It's beautiful basketball that we're seeing in terms of offensive execution, right?
Yeah, when you see teams that moves the ball from left corner to right corner and back, okay, nakikita mo talaga yung teamwork nandun na, yung tiwala nandun na rin.
Mendoza will miss from 3. Batangas took it very crisp in this start. Another basket off of another assist for them.
And that ball did not even touch the floor. In that possession, di
From
ba?
the rebound, from the big guy, Ablaza to Apinan onto Baloria.
Nakatulong pa yung deflection para talagang hindi tumama yung bola. Hindi na mag-dribble.
Right. And you can see the chemistry among those players. Ilang taon na silang magkasama under the tutelage of Coach Cholo Villanueva. Wala pa nga si Rudy Linganay sa lagay na yan on the court. 23 to 8 hour score.
And even MJ played under Coach Cholo when Coach Cholo was still assisting for Coach Verhel sa JRU.
So even longer time pa yun, before the MPBL. As a Blaza, great effort from him.
Yeah, what can you ask for na isa sa mga, one of your best players, okay, dumadive sa bola, and one of your best players trailing sa fast break, si Dex Apinan.
What a start for them, 25 to 8. There's a foul as we end the first frame. That's against Cedric Ablaza. Nakuha yun ni Edgar Charcos. It has been up and down, but all in favor of Batangas City.
Yeah, true. Okay, they're defending well, okay, and they're passing the ball well. Again, right from the first quarter, ilang players na ang nag-involve sa scoring for the Batangas Chill. Batangas Embassy Chill.
Take a look at that last foul against Cedric Ablaza. And to your point, as there it is, there's the bump, with 0.2 seconds remaining. Gonna wait for the final call of the referees. To your point, ganda ng production nila, especially that starting 5. You mentioned they were on pace to score 50 points in the first 6 minutes of the ball game. You know what? Let me correct my math. They were on pace to score 36-37 points in the first 6 minutes of the ball game. Medyo bumagal na by the end nung pupasok yung second unit nila. Pero sa lagay na yun, ang ganda pa rin ng performance ng players coming off the bench.
Yeah, totoo yan. Actually, the players coming off the bench, bumilis pa yung pace. Diba? Okay, the first group, nag-execute. Okay? Pumasok yung second group, na usual first group ni Coach Cholo. Okay, tumakbo naman.
This free throw is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. Edgar Charcos missing on the second attempt. Score after 1, 25 to 8. Complete domination by the Batangas City Embassy Chill. This team got plenty of rest, especially with the MPBL going to Jensen and Sarangani for a whole week. Right now, they're feeling energized. A 17-point lead after 1. Back here in the Guiao Convention Center, all the way from San Fernando, Pampanga, for your MPBL triple header on a Monday, beginning with the Batangas City Embassy Chill going up against the Rizal Golden Coolers. Batangas off to a fantastic start in this game. First quarter field goal shooting, 11 out of 19 for Batangas. That's over 50%, and just above 25% for the Rizal Golden Coolers.
Yeah, and in that 4 out of 19 by this Rizal Xentro Mall, 12 came, it was 0 out of 12 from beyond the arc, di ba? So, again, bakit napupunta doon sa beyond the arc? Okay, nag-i-start yan. Yun lang yung nakikitang madaling tira nitong Rizal Xentro Mall versus the defense nitong Batangas.
Problem is they could not convert, as you mentioned, and now Batangas scores the first basket of the second frame. They also had 10 assists in the first quarter, a testament to their beautiful offensive execution. Talked about how deep this team is. Ganda ng simula na kanilang first five, and now here are their veterans running once again. Jexter Apinan for two.
Again, in the first minute, it was Rizal's ball at the start, pero ang naka-convert agad ng apat na puntos coming from fast break is this Batangas team. Isa galing from the shot clock. Okay, isa galing sa fast break.
Basket here for Jolo Mendoza. Foul as well. This guy, one of the purest shooters you're gonna see in the MPBL. Back in his Ateneo days, you give him just a small amount of space, and more often than not, he's gonna make it.
Yeah, purest shooter and a fearless one as well.
Right?
Diba? Talagang Jolo knows his job para dito sa Rizal Xentro Mall.
That's his first 3 points of the ball game. Jolo Mendoza, the number one 3-point shooter in the MPBL in terms of percentage.
Yeah, ayun kasi minsan din makes ang hirap if you're not making shots. You cannot set your defense. Diba? Especially alam naman natin itong Rizal Xentro Mall. They, like Coach Cholo, they wanted to do full court defense. And you can only do that pag nakaka-convert ka eh.
Isn't it that when you fire more outside shots, especially ones from 3-point range, it causes long rebounds and fast break opportunities?
Yeah, totoo yan. Totoo yan. And that's maganda yan, okay, versus a running team. Diba? Magbe-benefit yung running team dyan. So, kaya now, if you're up against a running team as much as possible, you want to test their patience. Diba? Kasi ang gusto nila maraming possession eh. Gusto nila maraming takbuhan eh. And tulad nitong Rizal team na to, which is alam naman natin na bata, gusto nito tumakbo talaga.
Just like what they did in the previous possession. On the other end, there's that connection between Apinan and Ablaza once more. An assist from Apinan and 2 points plus 1 para kay Cedric Ablaza.
Yeah, and with these two, alam mo naman with Apinan and Ablaza, when you talk about these two guys, you talk about efficiency. Diba? You talk about two guys playing together na matagal na. Diba?
And speaking of efficiency, Cedric Ablaza, number 5 in the league in field goal shooting percentage, 47% from the field. More often than not, he's gonna make his shots. And he's also number 9 in free throw shooting at 67%. It's 31-13 now.
Yeah, kala mo katulad ni Cedric, Cedric was able to establish himself dito sa liga natin sa MPBL. At alam mo, closer to eh. Okay, if you have a closer like him that plays that efficient, 'di ba? Luxury yan para sa team mo.
Ablaza did make a clutch shot against Sarangani a couple of weeks back. That ended as the number 1 play of the week for the MPBL. Rios will miss. That's another 3-point attempt for them. The other end, MJ De La Virgen. We go to Cedric Ablaza. On to Baloria. Too strong. Rebound. Great effort from Batangas.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Again, it's the chemistry eh, 'di ba? Alam nila titira na si Baloria eh, na once he gets that open three. So may mga teammates na siya naka-ready getting that offensive rebound.
And you can see just how aggressive they are in getting those rebounds. You mentioned the efforts from their veterans. Nagsisimula yan kina Cedric Ablaza and Jexter Apina. Nahawa yung kanilang mga teammates.
Oo, very evident in that last play. I was about to mention. Okay, the foul si Charcos, pero use what we saw there are 4 white shirts versus 2 blue shirts. Diba?
Pasok dito, Rudy Lenganay. If you think this Batangas team is not that deep enough, as this free throw is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. Lenganay and Ablaza sat out in their previous game versus Bacoor. They had to rest, but now they're, well, very much well rested after 2 weeks of not playing. At Valoria making the free throw. Pasok din si Don Ochea, replacing BJ Alarcon, who was also a spark plug in terms of energy on the floor.
Yeah, totoo yan. Again, sa 13th minute nitong laro natin, Coach Cholo, okay, nakagamit na siya ng K-12 guys from his roster. Again, sa akin, ang reason being is to keep that pace and energy at high. Diba? Gusto niyang tumakbo, gusto niyang matatag na depensa, gusto niyang mabilis na laro, pero still, kailangan efficient pa rin.
33-13, a 20-point lead for Batangas. 3.5 gone by in the second. That's an open 3. In and out. Rebound Victoria. Can they convert? Good recovery by Don Ochea. But just better offense wala kay Lawrence Victoria.
Okay.
.33-15 our score.
Yeah, defendant Lawrence Victoria at the break. Talagang the only time you stop is when he passes that ball. Pero hanggat dinidribble na yung bola, talagang alam niya, ginagawa niyang threat yung sarili niya.
And he is a known scorer here in the MPBL. What a season for him so far. Charcos will miss inside.
Yeah, that was a good move. Good hesitation move by Edgar Charcos.
Batangas will slow things down. You can see the movement on the offensive end. Tuloy-tuloy para sa Batangas, and the passing as well. Ends up with Ochea. Now on the drive, Don Ochea for 2.
Again, the patience of this Batangas team to wait, okay, for the best shot, okay, and to challenge yung patience nitong alam natin, batang Rizal Centro Mall team.
35-15. Batangas coming in here in Pampanga, very energized, well focused. Ablaza thought about it. He will drive. Layup too strong. Now here's Troy Malilin. Almost a steal from Linganay. Charcos at the corner. Too strong. Rebound Valoria. Those 3-point shots just not falling for Rizal. 0 out of 15. If you actually think about it, ang baba na ng porsyento ng Batangas at 20%. But they're making their basket inside.
Yeah, totoo yan. Okay, they're just waiting. They're just waiting na bumaba yung depensa ng Rizal. Okay, being a veteran, being a mature, okay, then that's the time na i-atake nila.
.37-15 our score. Batangas with their biggest lead of the ball game. 4 minutes and 39 here in the second quarter. A total of 10 players have scored for them, and they've given up 14 assists in this ball game so far.
Then imagine we're just in the halfway of the second quarter. Usually nangyayari yan, di ba? Sa third quarter na eh.
What a start as Don Ochea makes another 3-point shot. That's 3-point shot number 4 for them. They're 4 out of 16, which seems to be low. But because of that miss by Caballero, Rizal is up to 0 out of 16.
And here again,
Mintis wala kay Gonzalez. Offensive rebounding working as well for Batangas. Ablaza, they swing it over. A lot of passing once more. 6 on the shot clock. Apinan makes a move. Turnover. Keanu Caballero now. Oh, good counter steal. Batangas has the numbers. Jexter Apinan pass at the last second on to Ablaza.
Imagine Migs right now, yung average height ng team ng Batangas Embassy Chill na naglalaro right now. Yeah, okay, now they're playing zone.
That's a great point. They have Gonzalez at the 1, Ralph Olivares, who's very lengthy, at the 2, Don Ochea at the 3, Ablaza at the 4, and Apinan at the 5. Now, what's crazy about it is that they still have a lot of ball handlers on the floor.
Yeah, and both Apinan and Ablaza, both can run as well.
Even Olivares sometimes plays point guard.
Okay, and their point guard is playing back down to the basket.
Right, there he goes. Joshua Gonzalez, unfortunately, he's called for a charge. Kanina pa niya ginagawa yan, mo poste, and passing the ball outside as we take this time to listen to Gianna Llanes.
Congratulations to Alvin Capobres for getting married just 3 days ago. Sabi niya na he's still on a high from the festivities, lalo na dahil andun sa celebration ang buong koponan niya. Even Coach Jonathan was able to give Alvin advice on married life, telling him to just take things easy and not stress too much when it comes to growing his family. Yun rin daw ang advice ng wife niya sa kanya when it comes to basketball. In both basketball and family life daw, ang gusto i-improve ni Alvin ang leadership niya. Malaking kumpiyansa daw ang nabibigay sa kanya ng koponan na ito. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much, Gianna, for that report. And that being said, batiin natin ang wife ni Alvin Capobres na si Camille, kanyang daughter na si Dalia, Mommy Mylene, and brother Danrep. Nandito sila actually in Pampanga. They're watching as they celebrate the first game of Alvin as a newly married guy here in the Philippines. Unfortunately, Rizal's off to a terrible start against Batangas. Or would you say that, Coach? Is Rizal off to a bad start or is Batangas just off to an amazing start?
Yeah, Batangas is really off an amazing start. Talagang grabe, okay, all things, yung game plan, okay, basang-basa mo yung game plan nila eh. Diba? And it happens, alam mo yun, parang right now, Coach Cholo, kahit sinong hugutin niya from his bench, nagdi-deliver for him. Diba? Now if I'm Coach Tantan here, ano ba yung nasa isip ko? Okay, ano ba yung learning dapat na hindi ka rin pwedeng matalo pero at this point of the season, hindi ka pwedeng maglaro ng ganito.
Lead is 27 points. Don Ochea. The kick out, Olivares against Martin Daez. 6 on the shot clock. Ball tapped away, stolen by Capobres. He throws it out. There's a foul against Ablaza. That's the second foul on Sed Ablaza. He has to be careful because he fouled out a couple of weeks back against San Juan. That nail biter where Jexter Apinan made the game-winning layup. Actually, 2 games na nagtapos itong Batangas na wala si Ablaza on the floor. First one he fouled out, second one he sat out the whole game.
Yeah, that's why siguro no wonder binibigay sa kanya yung mas mahabang playing time ni Coach Cholo. Again, kasi alam mo yon, kailangan yung maintenance eh. 'Di ba? Nandun pa rin yan. May mga players na talagang ito dapat yung ibigay kong playing time sa kanya.
Right.
No, hindi nagma-matter kung ano ba yung sitwasyon ng game. Pero para at least to keep his shape up, okay, kailangan ibigay ko sa kanya to.
Lawrence Victoria making a 3-point shot. Lead is still 24, but Coach Cholo Villanueva will call for time. 45 seconds remaining here in the second frame. You mentioned everyone contributing for them. Even Jeremy Cruz came off the bench and made a basket. Fantastic start for the white shirts, as this 3-point shot is brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. Lawrence Victoria making a 3-pointer. And as we get to see that replay, that's obviously a positive sign para kay Coach Tantan Banal. But I want to put you in his shoes. Entering this halftime, Coach, anong sasabihin mo sa mga players mo?
That at the moment, ito yung pinaka-worst ito yung pinaka-lasting na gusto nating mangyari, na matalo tayo ng ganitong kalaki. Especially kay may mga games pa rin na importante kasi marami pa rin complication eh. Again, especially in this South Division, though it's set already, pero yung mga teams, alam mo yun, hindi mo mapipredict kung sinong kalaban mo, kung hindi mo mapredict kung ano ilalaro mo.
Right.
Diba? Again, things that you are in control. Okay, right now, okay, they're down by 24, pero kontrolado mo pa rin yung effort na ilalaro ng players mo. Diba?
It all starts with you before you even think about your opponents. And speaking of opponents, Batangas, they will face Bataan, Muntinlupa, and Quezon City in their next 3 games. That next matchup against Bataan will be very interesting as well, as referee points Batangas' way. It will be changed. Kita nyo naman yung reaction ng buong Rizal bench. They wanted that call with 35 seconds to go before halftime.
Okay. At least finish the half strong. Diba? It was a good 3-pointer by Lawrence Victoria, pero alam mo yun, nakita natin, nangyari yun eh. Talagang patapos na yung possession eh. Diba?
Right.
Mahirap pa rin eh.
There's a traveling violation here. Great defense by Rizal. That's what Martin Da is known for para sa Rizal, being a pesky defender.
Yeah.
At siya pa yung nag-sorry.
And you know, okay, that's the thing that he brings to the table, eh, di ba?
And good sportsmanship between Daez and Olivares. Rizal with 21 seconds to go, 14 on the shot clock. They made 1 3-point shot only in this half.
Imagine the matchup. Ian Caballero versus Don Ochea.
Oh yeah. See the height difference. Great effort on the offensive glass para sa Rizal. 3 seconds to go here. Lead cut down to 22. Ablaza will lose time. And that will conclude our first 2 quarters of play. The Batangas City Embassy Chill. They didn't seem to be chill at the start of this game. Kept on pouring it here in Pampanga. And they also limited Rizal to a struggle in terms of shooting. 1 out of 19 from 3. Kitang-kita mo, pure dominance as exhibited not only by the depth of their talent, but their style of play on the game.
Yeah, it's total teamwork. It's total team effort for the squads of Coach Cholo Villanueva. And for Coach Jonathan Banal naman, okay, he knows kay up against the best team, hindi ka pwedeng mag-start ng chill. Di ba? Kasi baka mag-end up na chill ka na lang din.
They're gonna want to bounce back at the second half. It's 44-22 at halftime.
Andito pa rin po tayo sa Bren Z Guiao Convention Center in Pampanga for 3 Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League games. The score is 44-22 right now during the halftime of our first game of the day between the Batangas City Embassy Chill and the Rizal Golden Coolers. Let's talk to the assistant coach of Batangas, Coach Dino Ponson. Really, Coach Dino, how are you feeling today?
Good. I'm good. Thank you.
And Coach Shola and I kind of touched on this before the game. Dito nga po yung location or yung venue ng first loss nyo of the season. That was the last time you were here. Ano po yung natutunan nyo sa laro na yon na gusto nyo ayusin this time around?
Well, natutunan namin is we're beatable, no? At first, akala namin okay kami, no? But bilog ang bola, we're beatable. So we have to take things positively. We have to learn from that. So we have to adjust defensively and offensively, no? So here we are trying to bounce back, no, from that loss.
You guys still do hold, however, the number 1 position in the South Division. Palapit na po tayo sa playoffs. So paano po ito makakabigay kumpiyansa sa koponan nyo?
Well, coming down the stretch, no, we still have 5 games to go, no. We want to be on top, no. We want to end the eliminations on a winning note, no. Para coming to the quarterfinals, medyo mataas yung moral ng team, no. So, as I said, here we are trying to win again, and hopefully this will bring us through the elimination stage, going to the playoff stage.
What we love about your team is that everywhere you go, you do bring a crowd with you. They have balloons, they have the jerseys. So pasalamatan nyo naman po lahat ng sumusuporta sa koponan nyo, whether live or on TV right now.
Yes, thank you very much, supporters ng Batangas Embassy Chill. Yung mga taga Batangas na kahit saan kami magpunta, dumadayo pa rin para hindi kami maging hindi namin ma-feel yung home court disadvantage, no? So maraming salamat at kailangan ko rin batiin to, no? Si Sir Lorin, Chief in Charge ng Padilla Hospital, as well as si Security Guard Jonathan Villanueva. Sila yung nag-aalaga doon sa isang player namin, si John Ray Villanueva, who just had this baby, no? Kaka-born lang, no? So congrats. Thank you po.
Thank you very much, Coach Dino. And magbabalik po ang Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League after this break.
3, 2, 1, MPBL na, MPBL na. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao.
Fast first half between Batangas and Rizal. Pure dominance from Batangas City Embassy Chill. I mean, this team on both ends of the floor. Offensively, you saw a lot of great ball execution. 29 rebounds and then 17 assists from them. Of those 29, 7 offensive rebounds. Able to score in the paint a lot. Later on, going to see the numbers as well. And then defensively, that height that you mentioned, Coach, halos lahat sila of the same height, able to switch from 1 to 5, just forcing tough looks for this Rizal Golden Cooler squad, who shot the ball 1 out of 20 from the 3-point area.
Yeah, exactly. Siguro sa akin, it was Batangas, the Embassy Chill really started well. Okay, with their usual second group that executed. They challenged agad yung pasensya nitong Rizal Xentro ball. And I think it nagulat din yung Xentro kay Rizal, kay doon sa starters ng Batangas na siguro yung scouting report nila, bakit biglang ito yung kasabay? Diba? Na kaya they opted na tumira na lang from the beyond the arc. Diba?
And with the depth of Batangas, you mentioned the good starting 5. Yung second unit nila malakas pa rin. 25 points off the bench There's your assist story, 3-point field goal story. Ultimately, 52% from the field of Batangas.
Yeah, I can see the dominance. Actually, alam naman natin, these are two quality teams playing. Okay, we expected this gonna be tight. Pero again, yung importansya siguro mix ng strong start eh. And it was Batangas Embassy Chill that was able to establish it right away. That's why came from the 50%, 52 seconds, 17 assists. 'Di ba? Tapos doon, look at yung numbers nila, yung contribution. It's not just these guys, not just Jong Valoria, Jack Serapinan, Cedric Ablasa, kay John Ray Villanueva. I think 9 sa 15 na finield din na players ni Coach Cholo Villanueva nakascore na. Now with Rizal naman, kay Flores Victoria, okay, parang lonely light niya. Pero yung mga ibang ini-expect natin na i-score sa kanya, Jolo Mendoza, wala pa dun sa scoring. And I think for this second half, ito yung isa sa mga sinabi ni Coach Tantan. Okay, we need to get things together. Hindi tayo pwedeng maglaro na ito ng ganito, especially at this stage of the season.
This is a big game, potentially a testament game para sa kanila. A statement game, that's the right term, a statement game to try to beat the number 1 seeded team in the South Division. Again, these two teams might even face each other in the playoffs. Rizal down by 22 as we begin the third quarter. A couple more statistics for you guys. Points in the paint, 30-16 in favor of Batangas. And that's after you saw the 3-point shooting comparison from these two teams. Inside out, pure Batangas Embassy Chill. And they're gonna start again with that toy lineup na sina John Ray Villanueva, Darwin Lunor, Mark Cruz, Levy Hernandez, and also Joshua Gonzalez, who hasn't scored yet, but he had 5 assists.
5 assists.
That's how effective he was. Going up against them are Jolo Mendoza, Jordan Rios, this guy, Jeric Serrano, alongside Edgar Charcos and Daniel Aguirre. Rios onto Aguirre. Dribble pull-up, off the glass and in.
Yeah, ito tulad dito si Daniel Aguirre, di ba? Ito yung mga dapat sa ngayon, okay, nag-i-start ng pumick up. Kasi alam naman natin, malaki maitutulong niya para kay Coach Tantan Banal.
And certainly a good sign for them to make the first basket of the second half. Here's Joshua Gonzalez back at the post. That has been the play in the first half. Could not score. Rebound Aguirre. Charcos onto Mendoza. Balik kay Edgar. 17 on the shot clock. Lots of time. Aguirre kicks it out. Mendoza at the corner. That's short. Mendoza 1 out of 5 from the field so far.
Yeah, I think now it's a better patience being showed by the Rizal Xentro Mall. Diba? The option to go big, I go small versus this. Alam mo, hindi ko masabing big yung Batangas Embassy Chill. Yes, they're tall, but looking at these players, they play guards. Talaga naman, di ba?
Here's Jeric Serrano at the post, trying to muscle his way. Turnover. Good hands by Lunor. 44-24. Batangas still looking for their first points in the second half. Villanueva will fire. Too strong. Foul or no foul. It's out of bounds in favor of Batangas. By the way, congratulations as well to John Ray Villanueva, as his wife recently gave birth. He actually missed the game a couple of weeks back in order to accompany her. Here's John Ray. Now back to the post. Joshua Villanueva, look for the pass. There it is. Hernandez will fire. Short. He's asking for the foul. It's not given to him.
Yeah, okay. We're starting. Parang medyo mabagal yung start nitong Batangas right now. Reason being, pinagtatrabaho na sila ng Rizal Centro Mall sa depensa. Di ba?
You did mention the patience of Rizal to start this second half. It's paying off. Hernandez could not get that basketball. Instead, they go to Lunor. Handoff. 7 on the shot clock. Darwin Lunor inside. Kick out. One more pass. Down to 2 seconds. Hernandez. Layup is good. There's also a foul, so Levy Hernandez will proceed to the line.
Plus a foul, but I think the ref will check it first. It's so close eh. Sobrang lapit talaga eh.
Kitang-kita nyo naman, pula na yung ilaw as the camera went up. It did sound as if it was gonna count. Let's wait for the decision of the referee. Yes, it is. 2+1. As we turn you over to Gianna Llanes. G, go ahead.
Proud Kapampangan Levy Hernandez shares na he always is in high spirits playing in Pampanga. Born and
Jeric
raised in
Serrano.
Mexico, Pampanga. Levy reminisces na dito daw talaga siya na-discover nung high school. Malaking impluensya sa kanya ang kanyang tatay who is in the audience right now. Dahil dating basketball player rin ang tatay ni Levy, laging pinapaalala sa kanya na huwag masyadong uminit ang ulo during the game. Sabi ni Levy, natuto daw siya talaga enjoyin ang laro dahil sa tatay niya. Back to you, Migs and Louie.
Thank you so much, Gianna. It's actually great for you to point that out because in the previous game against Bacoor, medyo mainit ang ulo nitong si Levy Hernandez. Maybe because mainit sa Bataan as well. Obviously, mas malamig dito sa Pampanga as a 3-point shot is made by Daniel Aguirre. Now, Coach, I'm sure you've met so many players na pinalaki ng isang basketball dad. Pero, is there any aspect that stands out for you in terms of being a part of a relationship ng father-son na yung bonding ninyo ay basketball as you take a look at that 3-point shot by Daniel Aguirre?
Yeah. Okay, to that, ang dami na talaga, Migs. Pero, ang pinakamalaking factor doon, yung father mo, sasabihin yung masama, yung pangit.
Prank ka sa'yo.
Exactly. Alright? They will not hold back. Okay? Kasi, those are the things na hindi mo minsan maririnig doon sa kasi iba they look up to you eh. So they will only say good things about you.
Yes.
'Di ba? No, ayun maganda naman pag may guidance ka nung father mo or someone na you look up to as well.
Tough love no?
Yeah, totoo 'yan. Yeah, malaking contribution ni Daniel Aguirre, 'di ba? Itong batang to, alam naman natin, meron tong batang to. It's just again given the opportunity. And right now wala talaga kay Coach Tantan Banal, kay digging deep right away dun sa bench niya. Okay? Yung 5 points nito, malaking tulong na agad.
Right now, Rizal feeling the energy on the fast break. You can hear the people already in this gymnasium. Very much energized. Only in our first game for today. How about Rizal, Coach? What can you say about their overall coming out performance here in the third frame?
Yeah, okay. Right now, they're winning it. Okay, it's the kids. They scored 5 already versus 2 nitong ng Batangas Embassy Chill. Why? Okay, again, kasi they started to be patient. Okay, they started to trust each other. Alright?
By the way, this free throw is brought to you by Stream Appliances, ang subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas.
Now, ayun yung mga bagay na kailangan mo. Kasi minsan naman, as coaches, we don't have to use gamitin yung timeout para lang sabihin sa team namin na mag-regroup kayo eh. You know that kailangan natin makascore. You need automatic na dapat na mag-regroup kayo. Gawin nyo yung play, gawin nyo yung detalye ng play. Di ba? Ayun yung alam natin eh.
Very important for the players to be composed enough to actually recover by themselves on the court. To your point, Coach, 46-28 our score, 6 minutes and 15 in the third. Hernandez, too strong. And here comes Rizal. You mentioned they're the younger team. They're supposed to be the team who's running the floor. Victoria will fire. Short. We didn't see this in the first half. First half nakita natin, mas tumatakbo ang Batangas.
Exactly. The reason being, yung Rizal, masyado silang aggressive. Di ba? And up against a veteran team, up against a team that's been there for a long time, you cannot do that. Alam nila kung paano na ika-counter yun. Madaling-madali. Di ba?
Right now, they're off to a good start. A low-scoring third quarter, but they'll take it. Alley-oop. Sorry, miss for Malilin. But a beautiful find mula kay Keanu Caballero.
Yeah, it really was a beautiful find. Yeah, this is the challenge kay Troy eh. His demeanor, okay, yung parang aggressiveness niya on how he started here in MPBL, parang hindi naging consistent eh. Di ba? I think okay, the consistent guys, okay, for Coach Tantan right now is ito sila Capobres, di ba? Ito si Lawrence Victoria, sila
Right.
Jolo Mendoza. And if this guy will learn, I know he's still young, okay? Malaking piece siya para sa campaign ng Xentro Mall.
Obviously, this is his first season here in the MPBL. A long way to go and under tutelage of a very trusting coach na si Coach Tantan Banal. As Villanueva could not answer back. Rebound Malilin. You see the build on this guy. Ang laki. Tsaka kondisyon yung katawan. We've seen him also fire some shots here and there. And look at the energy from Rizal. Lawrence Victoria getting the rebound and he will proceed to the line. A much better second half for them so far.
Yeah, kaya as expected, di ba? Like, we talk about during the half na ano ba yung ask me, ano ba mangyayari, coach, dito kay sa team ng Rizal? Okay, doon sa dugout nila. Again, the challenge. Okay, sometimes naman itong mga players mo, syempre, usually up against, the best team in the South. Talagang medyo, tapos bata pa,
Oo.
medyo nangangapa pa yan eh. Di ba? Okay, but now, okay, pag naging, siguro, niremind sila ni Coach Tantan, kung magiging ganun yung attitude natin, talagang ganito yung mangyayari. Di ba? We need to fight. Okay, we need to compete. Pare-pareho lang naman tayo.
And this team has trimmed the lead down to 15 points after being down by 22 at the half. Victoria makes another free throw.
Yeah, it's a 10-2 run for Rizal to start our third quarter.
And then they force a turnover. Oh, some pushing here, some shoving mula kina Lawrence Victoria and MJ de la Virgen. Nothing escalating. I think there's going to be a warning here as a referee will talk to Ken Pangilinan. There it is. Warning lang. Nothing too drastic. Pabalik si Cedric Ablaza, who saw 13 minutes of action in the first half. The only one who saw more than 10 minutes. You mentioned all 15 players played para kay Coach Cholo Villanueva. As you take a look at our turnover story, 11-8 in favor of Rizal. Points off turnovers, 11-5 in favor of Batangas. So Rizal, they haven't been converting off of those turnovers of Batangas. Recovery here, a little bit too late for the Golden Coolers.
But again,
Timeout muna tayo dito, Coach. 46-32 our score. 4 minutes and 32 in the third quarter. We talked about this as a potential statement game for Rizal against Batangas, but their next two games is not going to get easy for them. Zamboanga and Bataan. After that, it's Imus.
yeah, especially now we know this. Kaya the more na kailangan mag-focus itong Xentro Mall dito sa game na to, di ba? Okay, they're up against the second best team in the South na alam no, kasama mo dun sa division mo.
Yeah. 46-32. Rizal off to a great third quarter start. Nix Gomez, Louis Gonzalez, and Gianna Lianes at your service for your MPBL Monday. Fresh off of your week-long festivities mula sa Jensen and Sarangani. Tomorrow, we will be in Nueva Ecija. Tuloy-tuloy actually ang ating production crew, ang ating MPBL team as Levi Hernandez makes a basket. He's up to 9 points.
Yeah, that was a good timeout from Coach Cholo to stop the bleeding Hindi rin, kaya ito naman, being a veteran coach, alam din ni Cholo kung ano yung, saan importante gamitin yung mga yan. And after that timeout, look, get a 4-0 run.
Things they're turning around very quickly para sa Batangas. That's MJ de la Virgen for 2 points. It's 50-32. Caballero, tough pass. Capobres on the drive, good contest. And they force a turnover. Another forward pass. We saw this in the first half. Batangas running the floor and scoring.
Yeah, sayang yung malakas na start ng Rizal. Again, it will not be again easy, okay, playing up against the best team in the South. Diba? Kailangan talaga nakafocus kayo talaga.
After that 10-2 run to start the third quarter, the lead is back to 20 big points for Batangas. 52-32, 3.5 remaining in the third. Back here in the Guiao Convention Center, all the way from San Fernando, Pampanga, patuloy po ang Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, as you get to see our Commissioner Kenneth Duremdes. On his right, Rudy Distrito, ang ating Head of Security. On his left, ang ating Head of Basketball Operations na si Emer Oreta, who are responsible for bringing us your action. This week, it's going to be very special because we will also have a game day on Thursday. Dadayo tayo sa Pasig City in the Inares Sports Arena. But before that, we will be in Nueva Ecija tomorrow. Right now, it's 52-32 in favor of Batangas. 3 minutes remaining in the third. Levy Hernandez, that's too strong. Rebound Charcos.
Yeah, okay, we've seen in this third quarter, di ba? Both teams talagang have had their own streaks. Diba? At the start of the third, it was Rizal. Okay, after that timeout by Coach Cholo na napunta naman bigla doon sa Batangas yung streak. Pero at the end of the day, it's stopping that streak. Okay, and how to stop those is you need to work on defense. Diba? Walang magiging madali talaga.
So is defense turning into offense as Caballero makes the first free throw. That's his first point in the ball game. This guy doesn't usually shoot the ball much. Had 2 attempts in the first half, 3 assists. Then again, he is the number 2 best player in the league in terms of assists per ball game at 6.7. Victoria on the layup. That's good. Badly needed by Rizal.
Yeah, totoo yan.
Victoria is up to 11 points in this game. You mentioned becoming one of the more consistent scorers, not only for Rizal, but in this league as well.
Yeah, he will be. Okay, how he established himself, okay, during the college days as one of the best scorers ng tournament. I think Lawrence is on his way there as well.
Here's Ralph Olivares. The extension, too strong. Rebound Malilin. Forward pass. 2-on-1. Charcos for 2. Lead cut down to 15. Been an exchange of momentums here, Coach, in the third.
Yeah, the beauty of basketball, di ba? Okay, kay Batangas calls a timeout, they will have their key. They had their 6-0 run. Start of the third quarter, it is a 10-2 run for Rizal.
And after their timeout as well, matapos tong run ng Batangas, now they have the run of their own. Good test of character again for this team. And correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems to me that whoever's running, whoever's able to run, they have the momentum.
Exactly. And it starts with defense. Kasi doon talaga alam mo yun, pag nakaka-defend ka na maayos, okay, that gives you opportunity to run.
Another assist right there for Batangas. Assist number 20 kontra sa 8 ng Rizal. Keanu Caballero taking it all the way. We have 86 seconds remaining here in the third. A 15-point lead for Batangas. Ablaza. No good. Rebound Malilin. Tumatakbo na naman ang Rizal. Charcos.
Yeah, that was a great move.
Just couldn't convert. How about Cano Caballero? Gets all the taller players of Batangas. But his shot was short. Counter turnover. Caballero surveying the floor. They go to Victoria. He will drive. Good pass. But a sorry miss for Bienes. The other end we go. Apinan finding Baloria. And that's an easy 2 for Jong.
Yeah, I think this is one thing that Rizal needs to pay on what happened in our doon sa nangyari sa atin nung first quarter natin. Kasi during that time, nilagay na nila yung sarili nila sa hindi na sila naglalaro eh. Naghahabol na lang sila. Di ba?
Ang bilis eh. Ang bilis ng kalamangan ng Batangas in this game.
Exactly.
Malilin able to conserve his energy. Trying to outlast Apinan. 2 sorry misses right there. And Rizal is gassed.
Yeah, diyan mo mararamdaman kasi talaga yung pagod eh. Okay, you had your run. Okay. Then suddenly, you'll miss open shots. Di ba?
You can see them breathing heavily on the floor. All 5 players. You can actually argue the same for Batangas dahil up and down tayo in the past couple of possessions. That's why there are 3 substitutions here for Coach Tantan Banal. We have Mark Benitez, Martin Daez, and Jordan Rios.
And look at Coach Cholo Villanueva right now. Okay, more parang nararamdaman niya, even watching both coaches, alam mo, yeah, he's leading, but he knows that this is not the brand of play that he wanted. Now with Coach Tantan, trying to figure out what happened, diba? Kasi it's the learning eh. Again, it's the preparation going to the postseason. More importantly, and with Coach Tantan, it's the preparation going to his next 2 games.
Yes.
Na importante rin.
Next 2 games, Bataan and Muntinlupa before facing Quezon City. But remember, this Batangas team, they've yet to face Nueva Ecija. That will happen as their last game of the season. Etong si MJ De La Virgen giving the final statement for this third quarter. And how about Batangas after that early run by Rizal, able to keep this lead at 17 points right now. Take a look at it. That's definitely gonna count. Big time shot mula kay MJ De La Virgen. First 2 points in this ball game for the point guard. Let me correct that. The lead has been extended to 19 points because of that shot. Take a look at some highlights of the third quarter. Palitan tayo ng momentum. It was Rizal first, Batangas second, Rizal third, and then Batangas to end it.
Yeah, siguro talaga kung medyo maganda lang talaga yung naging start, alam natin ang mangyayari dito, yung what we expect di ba? What we expect na talagang the game's gonna be tight.
58-39 after 3. Nagbabalik po ang Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino. Mix Gomez at your service alongside Dewey Gonzalez and Gianna Llanes. Coach, ang ating quarter scoring.
Yeah, it was a strong third quarter by kay Rizal Xentro Mall, but again, still not enough because if you look at the quarter scoring, Batangas, okay, they were able to establish their game right away with that 25-8 first quarter. Diba? And continued with that second quarter, winning Rizal by 5 points. Now, with Rizal right now, maganda naman yung third nila, pero again, still far na kailangan, marayo pa yung kailangan nilang trabahuin.
You mentioned they dug themselves a hole at the start of this game. Naghahabol sila buong laro. Remember, the first 6 minutes of this ball game, Batangas was on pace to score 35 points as Baloria gets a steal and a layup.
And if you're that team, we're Rizal right now, yung mga ganong turnover, you really cannot afford those. Diba? Especially against this team of Makati na talaga namang ang brand ng game nito is defense.
Right.
Diba?
Actually, from Makati to Batangas, yun ang kanilang
Ay, team ng Batangas,
brand.
sorry.
6 points. Tally para sa Rizal scorer in the previous play. 60-41 our score now. 8 minutes and 35.
Now here comes the Apinan Ablasa tandem again. Itong double A
Ngayon
tandem
pa lang.
niyan.
Ngayon pa lang ulit.
Ngayon pa lang uli eh. And alam mo kung ano ibibigay nito dito sa team ng Batangas Embassy Chill eh.
Olivares on the turnaround. No good. Rebound Benitez. Ito ngayon si Edgar Charcos.
Nagwa-warm up pa lang tong dalawa. Mamaya makikita na naman natin. Sila na naman dalawa yung tatapos ng mga fast breaks.
They were the ones who finished the second quarter with those fast break opportunities. Bienes will fire. He's gonna score.
You know, with Rizal, di ba? Ito yung hinahanap ko sila. Covering their games. Sa tingin ko, by this time, dapat nakapag-establish na sila nung sino yung best big man nila eh. Di ba?
But if I can ask you that, meron ka ba on top of your mind right now as Ablaza makes a free throw? If I can ask you, sino ang best big man ng Rizal para sa'yo so far?
I think, talagang alam naman natin si Troy Malilin dapat. Di ba? So you have two. You can have Troy Malilin as your best five, or you can have this guy, Bienes, as your best four. Di ba? Now, sino susupport sa'yo? Nandyan rin naman si J-Boy Gob.
Even Mark Benitez?
Mark Benitez,
Oo.
di ba? Ito si Ginto, nandyan rin naman. Pero, again, establishing the rules, okay, which to me, important, especially, alam mo, papasok ka na sa postseason.
Another basket here for Edgar Charcos. He's up to 8 points. This is game number 16 for the Rizal Golden Coolers. That means they only have 5 more before we enter the playoffs. As for Batangas, this is game number 15. They have 6 more, but again, their last game of the season will be against the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards. That will happen in Nueva Ecija. Kick out. Rios. 10 on the shot clock. Benitez, top of the key.
Yeah.
That's a 3.
He can make that.
Remember, we were talking about big men a while ago. In the previous season of Rizal, he was the definite #1 option. He was averaging close to 30 minutes per ball game. Ito si Mark Benitez. More importantly, he trims the lead down to 13.
Yes, ang alam naman natin si Mark, being as one of the veterans here, alam mo kung saan mo kakailanganin to. Yung experience niya, okay, again, alam mo yun, yung talaga specialty of the house, okay, ni Mark Benitez.
Can he convert more? Because it is still a double-digit lead. 6 minutes to go in this game. Ablaza on the cross. Ablaza on the reverse. That's a beautiful move. 10 points in the ball game for Cedric Ablaza as he returns for Batangas City. Before he sat out their previous game versus Bacoor, he fouled out against San Juan, but he was still the player of the week. That's how good he was when he was on the floor against the Knights.
Again, credit also goes to Coach Cholo. I think he's responsible also for bringing out the best from Ablaza. Diba?
Taon na yan, magkakasama, years of trust, and obviously this team, they have finished as one of the higher seeds here in the MPBL in the past couple of seasons, but they want to prove themselves in the playoffs in the season. So still a new challenge for the squad as Troy Malilin soars for that layup.
Yeah, kasi alam mo naman yung success di ba? Alam mo yun kailangan mong matapos pa rin ng malakas with that championship, di ba? Pag nakuha mo na yung championship, doon mo na masasabi na yung grupong to maganda talaga.
64-51, Ablaza. They're taking their time. 8 on the shot clock. Cedric Ablaza with another escape.
Again, same play, same move. Diba? Difference lang yung time.
And he really is not one of those flashy players in this league. Just consistent day in and day out. Very effective with his movements.
And that point makes Kate, for us coaches, ayun yung mas importante. Diba?
Let's take a look at this epic move of the game in partnership with OKBet on the win. You were mentioning, ito yung mas importanteng aspeto ng laro ni Cedric Ablaza.
Oh, yung consistency. Alam mo yun, you can put our cards on him. Diba? Ayun yung, you can bet your cards to Cedric if I'm the coach. Diba? Ayun yung importante sa amin.
66-51. 4 minutes and 28. Victoria. He's staying aggressive here, trimming the lead down to 13. 13 points as well para kay Lawrence.
Yeah, okay, with Xentro Mall right now, I like what Guiano's doing. It's just, okay, just play. Diba? Okay, mamaya baka hindi nakita na lang natin. It's a single digit na lang yan eh. Diba? Kasi ayun naman yung aim right now eh. Hindi pa naman tayo lalamang. Kailangan muna natin ibaba yung lamang.
Right. 7 on the shot clock. Olivares will miss. Rizal will try to run once more. Kiano. Onto the trailer. Good tap from behind by Batangas. Olivares in trouble. Stolen away by Jordan Rios. Cross court. Victoria. This is gonna be big. Lawrence Victoria trims the lead down to 10.
Again, the first order of the day is pababain muna natin yung lamang. Okay, then that's the only time na pwede tayo mag-compete. Di ba?
Rizal trying to make a statement here in the fourth quarter with 3 minutes and 25 to go. 66-56. Almost a turnover. 10 on the shot clock. Rudy Linganay. Going right. Kick out. Olivares thought about it. Pull up. No good. Rebound Apinan and the foul inside. Almost a good stop from the Rizal Golden Coolers. But again, it's one of those twin towers of Batangas sustaining that lead for their squad. Now it's the turn of Jexter Apinan.
Yeah. And this is where you feel them most, di ba? Dito bigla yung susulpot to si Jexter tsaka si Ablase, di ba?
This free throw is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kumpletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. Jexter Apinan averaging 10.3 points per game, 8 rebounds, 1.4 steals in this season. Their previous outing, he had 13 points and 9 rebounds. Just missing on the second free throw, which has been a struggle for him here and there in this season. But obviously, he is the type of guy that also comes alive in the end game para kay Coach Cholo Villanueva.
Yeah. And the way he plays, his style of game, talagang really fits what Coach Cholo wants. Diba? For a 4 guy or for a 5 guy.
66-56. 2 minutes and 44. Aguirre inside to Malilin. Back and forth we go.
Again, the established culture, diba? You know, with Batangas, alam naman natin na whatever happens, most likely, they will just end up in the first and second spot. Okay?
Now, a turnover forced by Rizal. 19-8 the scoring in this quarter alone. It's down to an 8-point lead, folks.
Yeah, single digit now.
2 minutes and 20. And the people here in Pampanga are enjoying it. This is just their first game. Troy Malilin making a big-time 3. And the lead has been cut down to 5 points.
Yeah. Papunta na tayo sa exciting part, Migs.
Last 2 minutes of our ball game. Just like that. You know, some people, their body language in this arena, they almost fell asleep already, Coach. Pero ngayon, gulat na mga tao because of this run by Rizal. What a fantastic effort from their team.
Yeah, and it's a quick fourth quarter. Look at the foul situation. Di ba? And parang yung Batangas Embassy Chill, parang this is an characteristic na wala pa silang foul at this time of the game.
At dalawa lang din para sa Rizal.
Di ba?
Now a turnover, another one. 1 minute and 56. Rizal suddenly with a chance to try to steal this victory.
Now, I can say na pwede na sila mag-compete.
Short on the 3 was Caballero. Turnover story, +4 for the Golden Coolers. Coach Tantan Banal, very ecstatic at the sideline. Can they defeat the #1 seed in the South? Levy Hernandez, no good. Rebound Caballero, forward pass. Jordan Rios fakes, and he makes the deuce. Lead is down to 3.
Again for Batangas. Okay. Yeah, it's important to start strong, but it's more important to finish strong.
Cedric Ablaza now feeling the sense of urgency. This game was a different story just 10 minutes ago. Take a look at the replay. The pressure defense has been there in this fourth quarter. Full court para sa Rizal, causing multiple turnovers. And then the beautiful passing on display once more mula kay Guiao Caballero, locating Jordan Rios. Now it is a single possession ball game with 1 minute and 13 remaining.
Yeah, true. Okay, now from there you can tell right away that it was 3 blue shirts now versus 1 white shirt, di ba? Na opposite yung nakita natin at the start.
Whoever is running, right? Whoever's running, nasa kanila yung momentum, nasa kanila yung scoring run.
Ayan, in this game, Migs, it's hindi naman tayo nakakita na masyadong half-court sets and half-court execution. Ang nakita natin dito, if yung palitan ng team na gustong dumepensa.
Right.
Diba? Yung team na consistent nagkakaroon ng streak dumepensa, ayun yung team na nagkakaroon ng streak na makatakbo. Diba? And in this fourth, okay, talaga feeling ko at in this fourth quarter, halos buo yung itong Rizal Centro Mall ang nagtrabaho.
Seth Ablaza now at the line. First one is a miss. Everyone feeling it. This is what you love about Pampanga. First game pa lang napupuno na yung venue. And then they're cheering even though hindi pa naglalaro yung Giant Lanterns. But later on, they're in for a treat. They're going to go up against Bataan. A battle between two homegrown teams here in the MPBL. 1 minute and 13. Second free throw is good. 67-63.
Actually, when I saw the schedule, I'm really confident na yung 3 matches natin today will be exciting.
Right. Even
Diba?
Pasig versus Valenzuela. That's going to be a good one. That's actually also a potential playoff matchup. Pasig versus Val City.
Oo, kumbaga, alam naman natin itong mga teams na to are set, sa akin almost set to make it to our playoff. Pero alam din na natin yung mga teams that we will play today, quality talaga yung nilalaro nila.
Yes.
Diba?
Rizal will have possession. Timeout itatawag dito ni Coach Tantan Banal. It has been one heck of a fourth quarter for the Golden Coolers, but the question is, can they finish out? They're down by 4. We talked about this day as a day for potential matchups in the playoffs. Next game, it will be Valenzuela versus Pasig. You get to see some of the players, Tonton Peralta. See Lucero as well at the right side. Right now, it is Lawrence Victoria and the Rizal Golden Coolers trying to pull off a big-time comeback here in the fourth and final frame. The scoring in this quarter is 24-9 in favor of Rizal. Right now, Victoria is being joined by Malilin, Rios, Aguirre, who started things off on a good note for Rizal in the second half. And they also have Keanu Caballero. Shot clock reading 11. Caballero, tough pass. Oh, recovered by Malilin. He scores. And the lead is cut down to 2.
Keanu, the littlest guy on the floor, not giving up the play. Diba? Akala natin, a turnover already, but he went back. Okay, was able to tap that ball. And for a Troy Malilin layup.
That's pure heart. Mula kay Keanu Caballero. We've seen this guy contest a lot of bigger players here in the MPBL, right? On display once more. 67-65. 50 seconds remaining. Batangas with possession. They're up by 2. Here's Jexer Apinan being joined by Ablaza, De La Virgen, Hernandez, and Baloria.
Again, both teams, okay, are not yet in the penalty.
Malayo pa.
Malayo pa.
Kick out. Ablaza for 3. In and out. Rebound. Oh, great effort by Apinan. They go back to Cedric. Tapped away. Turnover. And Rizal now has a chance to tie or get the lead. No more shot clock. 15 seconds to go.
And 4 more fouls to give. Are they gonna use it? Diba?
Baloria signaling that they do have those fouls. Malilin for the lead. Short. 2 seconds to go. Recovered by Apinan. There's a foul. And some altercation here. Mula kina Aguirre and Baloria. Or was that Levy Hernandez? Oh, it was Levy Hernandez against Daniel Aguirre. And now, the crowd making some noise. Of course, they're gonna have the back of their hometown player na si Levy Hernandez.
Let's see this one.
Oh, that's why. Natamaan ni Aguirre sa ulo si Jexer Apinan.
And it was a close fist. Parang,
Yes.
parang it's close fist, di ba?
There's Levy Hernandez. Gianna actually mentioned in her report that ang pinakaturo sa kanya ng tatay niya is to keep his emotions intact. But at that time, of course, when you see a close fist landing on the head of your teammate, of course, your instinct would be to try to defend him.
Yeah, okay. So it's brotherhood. Diba? It's brotherhood. You need to go, it's covering each other's back. Diba? And Levy Hernandez being one of the, alam naman natin, pillars of this Batangas Embassy Chill team, automatic na yan. Automatic na yan.
Now, we're just gonna wait for the official call, whether or not there's time left as well. That 1 minute, that last 1 minute just disappeared like a blur. It was so fast.
Exactly. Okay, a team almost, we thought that Batangas Embassy was isisil na nila yung win. Pero it happened. Okay, nag-iba. Okay, nabigyan yung Rizal ng opportunity to tie or maybe get the win. Tapos yung game situation, both teams wala pa sa penalty. And Makati, wala pang foul sa fourth quarter na
Right.
to. Di ba?
Batangas did not have a foul.
Ay, sorry, Batangas.
Yes,
Okay.
oo.
Batangas, wala pang foul itong fourth quarter na to.
So, just to give a recap to everyone, the mention ni Coach Louie, we thought this was an easy pull away. The biggest lead was 29 points para sa Batangas City Embassy Chill. At halftime, it was 22. Nakita natin nabawasan niya ng Rizal just by 3 points by the end of the third quarter. But Rizal has scored 26 points in the fourth, and they've only allowed 9 for Batangas. A lot of turnovers for the white shirts. Obviously, a good statement for their squad as we approach the playoffs. But Batangas, with the efforts of their veterans, even though they weren't making shots, they were getting those boards. Ito sina Jexter Apinan. That's why this play is being reviewed right now. There's that miss mula kay Malilin. Battle for the loose ball. Look at Apinan reaching for it. He got it. And there's that close fist mula kay Daniel Aguirre. And the reaction mula kay Levy Hernandez. That's why the referees had to separate them from each other. And now the referees will be talking to our arena announcer na si Ken Pangilinan. So we'll wait for the final call. There's Daniel Aguirre. We mentioned he was a spark plug to start the third quarter, 5 points.
He really was. He started, siya yung parang naging spark itong Rizal Xentro Mall team.
One more time.
Of that one, that backs out.
Nakuha ni Apinan. There's a close fist. And Hernandez hitting it from behind.
Results number 7, Daniel Aguirre. Technical foul on Batangas City's number 22, Levi Hernandez. And results number 7, Daniel Aguirre. Daniel Aguirre out of the playing court.
So there's a double deck and an unspo. Aguirre will be out of the playing court, but there's, this is the end of the ball game, so he won't be missing much.
Yeah, ang nakakatakot dito yung susunod na laro.
Wow, Levi Hernandez. Kasi uso ngayon, coach, yung celebration ni Steph Curry, di ba? Yung good night, yung night-night. He was doing it at the sideline. Kaya ang ingay din nung crowd dito sa Pampanga. And you were mentioning about the next game?
Pasig versus Valenzuela. Diba? Alam naman natin, again, eto, kaya nakita natin na nag-end up kung alam natin paano mag-end up. It did started, okay, akala natin. Pero, again, ito na yung mga laro na makikita natin sa liga natin ngayon. Diba? Alam na, okay, at this time, okay, yung mga teams, okay, meron ng chemistry, yung mga teams, meron ng urgency, and mga teams, kondisyon na. So, okay, this is the expectation right now. So, let's see how, ano yung parang administration itong last 0.7 seconds na laro natin.
Well, they did call the unspo on Daniel Aguirre. That's why Apinan is ready to shoot free throws. But that only means that they will also have possession. But they do have the lead right now with 0.7 seconds remaining.
Yeah, ang mabigat dito, they'll shoot 2 and Rizal, I think, will be given 1 free throw. But I think it's Makati keeping the possession.
But there was also a technical foul against Aguirre.
Yeah.
So, hindi ba magka-cancel out
Para
yun?
magka-cancel out na, no? Yeah, it did cancel out.
But there's only 0.7, 68-65, unless there's going to be a miracle here. Somehow, some way, a steal and a half-court heave.
That will send the game into
overtime. It looks like the ball game is over.
Yeah. Unless otherwise, 5-second violation.
Tama, pwede rin yun. Let's see how Rizal can defend this last inbound. It looks like there is that pressure. Na inbound at tapos na nga ang laro.
That's it.
Wala nang milagro na magaganap. But again, a heroic effort from the Rizal Golden Coolers after being down by as much as 29 points. I want to get your thoughts mula sa kanilang koponan. What does this loss say about their team? How promising is this squad?
Yeah. Okay, with Rizal, okay, this is a big learning especially up against the Batangas Embassy Chill. Diba? Alam nila kung kaya pala natin, if pagtutulungan tayo, didepensa tayo, kaya natin mag-compete against sa mga best teams dito sa MPBL. Now with Batangas naman right now, alam mo, yeah, you are the more superior team, okay, led by this guy, Cedric Ablasa. You know that still, you need to finish the game strong.
That Player of the Game is brought to you by OKBet, the official partner of the MPBL. With OKBet, own the win, 68-65, our final score. A thriller for your first game here in Pampanga as we turn you over to Gianna Llanes.
Last few minutes na nakakahabol na ang Rizal, ano yung nasa isip nyo?
So,
So yun nga, medyo nag-relax kami sa defense. So siguro itong nangyari sa amin, we will take a lesson na lang for the next game para hindi na mangyari ulit yun at hindi na kami mag-struggle sa uli.
But you guys still did win the game. Alam ko yung mindset nyo today is that you have to correct your mistakes compared to last time na andito kayo sa venue na ito. Paano yun nakatulong sa inyo?
Yun lang, lagi lang naman kaming sumusunod sa sistema ni Coach at lahat naman ng ginagawa namin is for the system lang ni Coach. Tapos sa defense yun lang.
And Cedric, congratulations. You had 13 points and 11 rebounds today. I'm sure maraming proud na proud sa'yo. Sino ang gusto mong pasalamatan?
Una, nagpapasalamat ako sa mga taga Batangas na lagi nakasuporta. Siyempre, binabati ko yung anak ko. Happy birthday sa kanya sa 20. Ablasa family, Ramos family, yung papa ko nandyan. Choco Bam Bam, yung Malabon team, congrats sa inyo. Yun lang.
Thank you very much, Cedric Ablaza from the Batangas City Embassy Chill. This player of the game is brought to you by OKBet, the official partner of the MPBL. With OKBet, own the win. Back to you, Migs and Louie.
Thank you, Gianna. Cedric Ablaza and Batangas led by as much as 29 points. In the end, they hold on by just 3 in this first game of a thriller against Rizal. Up next, Pasig City versus Val City, two teams who might face each other as well in the first round of our MPBL North Division playoffs. As we thank you for joining us. In behalf of my partner, Coach Louie Gonzalez, our courtside reporter Gianna Llanes, my name is Migs Gomez at magbabalik po ang Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino.
5, 4,